Luke chapter 18, beginning in verse 1. One day, Jesus told his disciples a story to show that they should always pray and never give up. There was a judge in a certain city, he said, who neither feared God nor cared about people. A widow of that city came to him repeatedly saying, "Give me justice in dispute with my enemy." The judge ignored her for a while, but finally he said to himself, "I don't fear God or care about people, but this woman is driving me crazy. I'm going to see that she gets justice because she is wearing me out with her constant requests." And the Lord said, "Learn a lesson from this unjust judge. Even he rendered a just decision in the end. So don't you think God will surely give justice to his chosen people who cry out to him day and night? Will he keep putting them off? I tell you, he will grant justice to them quickly, but when the Son of Man returns, how many will he find on earth who have faith?" So I've talked in here about how I don't like the idea of annoying God until he gives us an answer, but I can't deny the fact that you just gave us a story as an example of how to live. But I would also argue it combats our view of God. As I said, as I've been studying, I came across my answer already. And so as I was reading this, it gave me my answer. Which is funny because the whole point of effective prayer is to humble ourselves before God and seek the answers from him. And so that's exactly what I'm doing as I'm studying this to share with all of y'all. The Holy Spirit came through. So you're asking me, Mike, what did you see? I'm seeing about two things here, and here they are. One, when you truly care about something, keep showing it and demonstrating it by continually seeking it. And two, if our persistence can affect unjust and evil people, why would we assume that God wouldn't answer our persistence when he's good and he's merciful and he's just? Sit with that for a moment while I go ahead and introduce myself to the new folks who are here. Good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever the Holy Spirit brings us across your timeline. My name is Michael, and welcome to Ongoing Gospel Seekers. We've been studying an article in my Bible titled Effective Prayer. And effective prayer, our definition is continual communication with God in our lives. We reached the part of my article where it's titled Requirements for Effective Praying. And our fifth requirement was being persistent. And as I mentioned before, I was struggling with this section, but not so much anymore. But once again, it's proof that my God is big enough to deal with any struggles that I have, and that the Holy Spirit is walking through it with me. But enough about my problems. Let's get into the verses today.